Welcome, you with the nasty past, and I'm back with another read from the Fall of America. Wonderful book written by the minister Elijah Muhammad, a very eye-opener, a book that really helps you think. You know what I mean? It make you think. I ain't gonna say help you think, make you think. Well, help you think could be a good one also. You know what I mean? Think about what you done. You get me? Think about what roles you played in the fall of America. You got what I'm saying? But I say this to you once again, you know what I mean? These cultures that present themselves upon this rock, you know what I mean? We have to, get in it, realize it isn't for us. We have to, how to put this, how to say it, understand whether or not it's for you. You get me? I did some reading in Exodus. I'm gonna do this cross-reference. I did some reading in Exodus, and it was chapter 22, where I read some things about Islam. When you look at the structure of Islam, it's there. When you look at the structure of the Kimite culture, the ancient Egyptian culture, the African culture, it's right there. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna, just say, I'm gonna pick out all the good stuff that Moses took into another land and say, yeah, that come from out of there, but I have no choice. Moses' upbringing was Kemetic. You feel me? Was Kemetic. And I say this to you again, you know what I mean? Islam was the last public culture, religion that was birthed. You get what I'm saying? It's a branch from our ancestors, you know what I mean? From our Kemetic ancestors. You get what I'm saying? So what it transformed into, I say once again, to Africa, you know what I mean? Don't be mad at Moses. Moses left on the good foot. Yeah, the good foot. You get what I'm saying? Left on the good foot. You feel what I'm saying? So what came back into Africa was I feel was the trick foot. You get what I'm saying? Honestly speaking. Because if you understand what I read in chapter 22 of the Holy Bible of Exodus, come on now. I'm going to leave it alone. You go read it and you get your understanding, because I'm not going to dwell too much into that right now. What I want you to do, pick up your Holy Bible, go to Exodus chapter 22, read those laws, and you tell me what you see that's in your culture. If you're in Buddhism, go there and do it. You feel what I'm saying? If you're a Christian, you have already read it. If you're a Baptist, you have already read it. If you're a Catholic, you have already read it, right? Because this is your structure of walking the blueprint to get to heaven. You feel what I'm saying? So, once again, I say to you this right here. Between Lot, Moses, Abraham, Islam was birthed. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna always say that it's a culture not for you. It's just a culture not for me. So figure your culture, figure what you lay in, figure whom you're going to pray to, and stop beating down the other culture. You get me? Stop beating the other culture down. Because you may find out in the end of your days, you're wrong. You feel me? You're dead wrong. And the first thing I want to point out of being dead wrong, because I want you Muslims to really think. I really do, especially within the black community. I really want you to think, how right are you to sell drugs, use drugs, and tell me I'm wrong for eating pork? You got 2 strikes against you. I'm eating pork. Let's just say that is a strike. I got 1 strike. So who dead? Who in the wrong? Come on now. Who in the wrong? Look, let's get into this reading. We're stepping into chapter 18, and chapter 18, title is Slavery in Alabama and Mississippi. And I want to say something to you Alabamans, you know what I mean, Alabamians, if that's the right word to say it. Why is your presence more north than south? What made you come up north? Please explain it to me. Put it in the comments, please explain it to me. Because I know at one time the northern was going deep south. I get why they were doing it. I understand why they were doing it. And I'm beyond the drug talk. You feel what I'm saying? I'm beyond that. I'm not talking about they came down south to sell drugs. They came down south for a peaceful living. You understand what I'm saying? They put it this way. Living in New York, now I'm going to say this, living past Washington, D.C., the hourly rate you get paid for is way higher than it is after D.C. You understand what I'm saying? A job here in Richmond, Virginia, you may get paid $10 an hour. You're going to get $15, maybe close to $20 an hour up north. Those people left the northern, northern part of this East Coast and how to say this, you know what I mean, sacrifice their financial living to move south for some peace. Because everybody didn't come south to sell drugs. A lot of them came for a peaceful living. So give me an understanding what made you Alabamians from this deep south part of the East Coast travel north. Help me understand it. Because see, I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I got paid a little bit more than some of these jobs that I had in Richmond, Virginia. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I got paid a little bit more, probably $1 more, $2 more, $3 more starting off. So help me understand this, because it is a free country. You feel what I'm saying? It's a very free country to move and live anywhere you want to live. But help me understand, what are you bringing to Richmond, Virginia? What mentality or structure you're bringing into Richmond, Virginia? Let's get into this reading. And like I said, the title of chapter 18 is Slavery in Alabama and Mississippi. The white man's technology has always been trumpeted to the world that they are peace lovers, as though they don't want all people, as they falsely claim, to be free and to live in peace, while they are sitting on the crushing between 20 and 30 million black people in America, who were their servitude slaves 100 years ago. Now for 100 years, the slave master's children falsely claimed that we are free and that they are trying to treat us as free people. Now I'm going to say this to you, I'm going to pause right there, you know what I mean? You get it? Yeah, I'm going to pause right there. And, how to say this, you know what I mean? What makes it where that they're trying to treat us as free people? Come on now, what makes it that they're trying to treat us as free people? Because we was already under bondage, right? We was already in captivity. We was already in slavery, right? Right? Alright. So when you as a parent or you as a child mess up, what does your parent do? Your parent puts you on punishment, right? You do it to your kids, right? Okay, I'm going to say this to you once again. How I'm explaining this, you might not get it. You may not understand this. You feel what I'm saying? You may say to yourself, well, we're not really free if we're still being controlled, by our slave masters, right? There's a law that says we're free. Right or wrong? Your actions could find you, right? If you go out here, rob, steal, kill, where you going? Where you going if you get caught? Where are you going if you get caught? And see, that ain't even the biggest ending to your madness. You're not even going to heaven from my understanding. Especially you kill someone. You just not. You feel what I'm saying? And robbing is a sin. Taking is a sin. You feel what I'm saying? Taking things from people is a sin. So does any of that equals up to you being free? Does any of that equals up to you living a righteous life? I think not. You feel what I'm saying? I really think not. We live on a continent where there is laws in place to keep people at a civil rest, not unrest. Keep them at a civil rest. And there's always that evil entity that comes in to, not so much balance, but to take the peace out the land you're in. I'm not going to say why. I get the why, but I'm wondering, how are you allowing this when you're that educated to see the wrong in it? You get me? You're that educated to see the wrong in it. Come on, let's go on and dive back in some more of this. It has come to me that in the state of Alabama, in Greene County, Alabama, there are big plantations owned by white people, and there are stately white houses sit up on hills, and the slaves live in a surrounding of shacks. These black people work hard for very small pay. It is said by some that the salaries range from 25 cents a day to $2.50 a week. Rough clothes to work in are furnished to them. Now I'm gonna say this to you, you know what I mean? Me, a person that lived in the 70s, that was some real money, that $2.50. Yeah, that was some real money. That $2.50 a week add up to $250 a week. In my days of having a job and working. You get what I'm saying? So I was always taught it's not what you do with the money. It's not the amount of money you make, it's what you do with the money. Now I'm not going to say that we was not denied fair wages. I'm not going to ever say that, because we wasn't. You know what I mean? Because we was denied fair wages. You know what I mean? Because of skin color. It's wrong. You got what I'm saying? But when you look at things of today, if you look at things of today, doesn't your, how to say this, doesn't your knowledge give you a better wage? I can't say it doesn't. I've been on jobs because of my experience, I got a higher entry pay than most. You get me? And I have been on jobs where that my experience didn't matter, because it was said, you got that certificate or that permit with that company. I need you to get it in this company. And see, the thing that went off in my head is this right here. This a broke company then. This company ain't got no money. This company ain't making no money. You get what I'm saying? Ain't making nothing. You're going against the laws of what is the word I want to say? It's not enterprise, business. You're going against the laws of business. You're going against the laws of employment. You feel what I'm saying? And see, when you're dealing with these companies that you go and work for, you know what I mean? They make up their own laws. They do their own things. They cut their own budgets according to profit. So if they're not making a profit, they're not going to give it to you. They're going to make you do what? Wait 6 months. Wait a year. They're going to make you, you know what I mean? They're going to drag it out as long as they can. There are jobs that put you in a title position that they don't even give you the pay for right then and there. They make you wait years for it. You get what I'm saying? Years for it. You get it? But what we have to do as a whole, as a workforce, is what? Break down these laws. You feel what I'm saying? Break them down. Yeah, minimum wage is higher now because the cost of living is higher. But when does the cost of your labor, you give me, of your labor become more than the cost of living? Because see, you give me $1 on a job, but you raising my grocery bill up that $1, that $2, that $3. You get what I'm saying? So it balances out, right? You think you're getting some, but you're not, right? So come on, man, instead of us fighting each other, instead of us fighting over skin color,